there is a statute of limitation to settle all debt. You can exercise your right only within this statute of limitation. Past the statute of limitation, even you getting any debt, you cannot practice any of the legal right. That's so important. For example, any contract in writing, if you have any writing in contract, you should do file within 4 years. After 4 years, you cannot request any debt. Just the debt is gone. Sure too. Somebody come to the attorney office. I have so much amount, but if you're getting this amount, half you can take. How much? Few $billion. Okay, and then for how long is this debt? 2 years. Now it's already gone. You cannot request any right or legal right. Then contract of writing within 4 years, you request for the legal action. If you don't have any contract in writing, just an oral contract is within 2 years. After 2 years, you don't have any right. Sure to remember, between you and your friend, your friend wants some money, few $1,000s or something like that. Please borrow the money. I will return that within 1 month. But after 2 years, he don't return it. In case this debt is all gone, before the 2 years, you should remember, you should file for the lawsuit. If you getting lawsuit, if you getting the judgment, if you getting judgment, that's the period is 10 years. If you can't find that any 10 years, 10 more years, you can get the time. But nothing to do. After 2 years, you has gone all the right. Oral contract should do sure to file for the 2 years. After 2 years, after judgment period, 10 years. Even after 10 years, you cannot receive any money. 10 more years, you can continue one more time. You can do it. And then property damaging, any property, your house or business or something like that, and any property damaging, within 3 years, you should do. You should do that, legal action, property damaging, 3 years. Personal injury. Personal injury meaning is a car accident or somebody damaged yourself, damaged you and your family or something. That's a personal injury. You should do legal action within 2 years. After 2 years, you cannot. Libel or slander. Libel or slander meaning for somebody for 명예훼손. liver or slender, just within 1 year. After 1 year, you cannot do anything. Against the health provider. Health provider meaning for the doctor, hospital, or any health provider, medical, Medicare, any hospital regarding the hospital within 1 year. Somebody should come to the office. A lot of persons they come to the office. I went to the dental office, and then this time I cannot eat everything too terrible. Yeah, when did you get any service from the dental office? Yeah, 1 year, 8 months, almost 2 years. You cannot. Past 1 year, you cannot do any medical action. Medical action regarding all provider within a year. You can do it within a year. You can do it, and then against the bank. Regarding the bank, somebody complained. I made a deposit to the bank, and then they mistake. Anybody can take my money. When did you get them? 2 years ago. No. Just 1 year. Statute of limitation. Statute of limitation, you sure to remember that period, past that period, you lost your right. You don't have any lost. You don't have any right. And then personal property left in hotel. When you go to the hotel and then leaving the hotel, they say you find that your watch or your handbag, and the hotel is still left. And then when you call, I'm leaving yesterday. I left my handbag, so expensive one. They say, oh yes, okay, we have it. That's so far. I came from the LA, your place is New York. And best way that they send by mail, they say, no, I'm sorry, we cannot mail. And then after a few months, after 6 months, okay, 6 months ago that I left my handbag your place. I wanna come to your place tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, that's there 6 months ago. You know what? Past the 3 months, they don't have any right. They have a auction or sold out or threw it away, doesn't matter. Personal property left in hotel, statute of limitation, 3 months. Past the 3 months, they don't have any duty, keep the material. Any material for the statute of limitation, any action, statute of limitation, sure to remember statute of limitation, very important. Especially even you have the right you have the writing contract. After 4 years, you don't have any right to keep your debt. In this, they almost gone in the Korean community, and then California for a few years ago, 10 years ago, they don't have any collection company. So many collection company has it. You have it, the debt from the Korea Times newspaper or something like that, you didn't pay to the advertising fee. If you're not gonna pay within 1 week, I'm gonna file for the civil suit, and then you can go to the criminal, something like that. That's the right. But the collection company don't have any right to rent. If somebody call this collection company, you don't pay within a week, I'm gonna handle for the I'm gonna handle for the that. Just you say, okay, don't call anymore. Even I remember I have a debt. That company should I pay? But I don't have any money. Don't call anymore. That's all. I'm sorry. Okay, that's the statute of limitation. And then to so many cases in the United States for the bounced check. Bounced check, you think if you check the bounce, this is a civil case, civil matter or a criminal matter. What think about it then? A lot of person is the bounce check in California, that's a civil matter. No, this is a criminal matter. You can go to the jail, prison. In California, bounce check is criminal matter, sure to remember. And then issuing the check, put right down there's a today, and then put right down amount, and then sign onto the paper. But sometimes the bank doesn't have any money or a little bit short. In case they say, yeah, I don't have any money today, and then after 1 week, you can make a deposit and then you can take the check. This check, we say posted check, post-dated check. Post-dated check is not criminal matter, civil matter. If you're receiving any check, sure to check it out. What day today? Today is the, for example, January 20, July 20. Put right down to July 20. Then he says, I don't have any money. I put right down to July 27. You take the cash July 27. Okay. Okay means we agree. He and I made the agreement. Anybody receiving the check, today is July 27. I don't have any money. You put you take the money July 27, and then you say, okay, put right down date is today, July 20, and then I will make a deposit July 27. It's okay. That's not a postage check. Always, whenever you're receiving the check, sure to that date. Don't remember post a check 1 week, 1 month, something like that. If you make the check deposit, but the bounce, in case one more time make deposit, and then 2 times make the bounce, and then after that you can report the police. Police office, you go to the check. This check is bounced. Doesn't matter the amount. Even $10, $1,000, doesn't matter. But if you not gonna go to the police office, just read the check and then check complaint form. Check complaint form is the final notice. No special form. Police station is send a letter to the other party. They give that within 1 month. Within 1 month, not paying this check, you getting for the jail and then criminal problem. But if you send it, you are not noticed by yourself, not going to the police office. If that amount is under $1,000, you send the notice to the other parties. You give me the check, something like that, 10 numbers, something, and then the amount, how much, and then this check is bounced. You should return this amount $1,000 with the penalty $100. One time the penalty $100, and then should remember today is July 15, within August 15, you should pay. But if not paying after 1 month, and then you can file for the court, small claim, $1,000 3 times, $3,000 plus $100 penalty, and then total amount of $3,100 you should pay. He really surprised. No, not I bounced the check $1,000. Why you requested $3,000? That's low. If you gave 1 month notice, he didn't pay after 1 month. He should pay 3 times. That one we say triple damage. 3 times triple he should pay. That one is the so funny. When a person bounced a check, return this amount right away. No, you don't need it right away. Within 1 month, he say, "Wow, that's good person. Why he requested for the within 1 month?" But he forgot that. He bound check is within a month, didn't pay. 3 times should return the money. That's so should remember that one is a postage check, triple damaging. And then if you issuing check, but account closed, this is a fraud, go to jail. After issuing the check, account closed, or account closing check is issued, that's a criminal, should go to jail. One person, 10 years ago, he started in California and then rent apartment, small apartment, $1,000, and he paid, and he returned, go to his country, and he issuing check. He forgot that. Next day, take the airplane, go back his country. But rent office didn't make a deposit. After 10 days, make a deposit. But that time's already account closed. That company filed for the police office. This check is a final rent, but when we make deposit, the account closed. Police station is listing of the fraud person. After 10 years, he came back his country to the California with his wife as new children after married something, and then he came to the LA airport. Okay, this is the Los Angeles meaning Angel City, but he dropped the airplane. FBI came to his rest. His new wife and children really surprised. Why? Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Yeah. It was regarding. What's regarding? So many, all over 30 telephone, trash telephone, it's called. Even when I turn off the phone and then I drop this number, even every time drop, he called. I saw headache. But even that the trash telephone, if I didn't take them, any way that I receive to spend time. And how he can, his wife, the wife is married, how he started in California few years, and then he got a baby. Oh, my daddy, study in big city, but first time come to the United States, police is arresting him. Wow, how he can? 10 years ago, he reported fraud person. Even 20 years, 30 years, he rest. Sure to remember, issue the check, don't stop payment. Stop payment. Oh no, don't stop. Don't account close. Account close, criminal. Be careful. And if you're receiving the check, sure to postage check. Do not receive the postage check. Always issuing date check. And then third time, you sure to important information legally. Anybody living United States, even not the United States, important information to prepared in case of car accident. Keep this memo and make sure to take it with you in case of car accident. Car accident are the most common the accident for anyone. This kind of information to be prepared in case of a car accident. You should write down car accident memo when you take the car accident. First thing, accident date and time. Date and time, put right down. The other parties, driver's name and telephone number. The other party's name and telephone number, and then car plate number, and then you receiving the insurance information. Give me your driver's license and insurance policy. In this state, just not down the write down, just your handphone, take the phone, car accident, the plate number, insurance policy, and then registration number. Whenever car accident, you say, okay, give me a driver's license and insurance policy, and then car registration card. You also, same thing, driver's license, insurance, registration, give the other party. The other party should give to you. You put right down that the camera in handphone, but you sure to who's good or who's bad. Don't argue. The other one is the insurance company gonna make a decision. And then even you 100% you good, the other party 100% bad. Even you don't have any insurance. If you don't have any insurance, you don't have any right to request for your damage. Insurance, any party, insurance doesn't have any. In case you cannot request your damage. That's sure to remember. Insurance is most important. In California, especially in Los Angeles, almost 50% drivers doesn't have any insurance. Insurance is so expensive, and then they don't have any insurance. In case they cannot request for any your damage. Hello. If you have any insurance, but the other party doesn't have insurance, and then don't worry, you cannot pay even 100% your fault. You cannot pay. Insurance so important. Insurance doesn't have any. You cannot request your damage. and then the other parties vehicle information. Vehicle information meaning maker, model, what year. For example, another person is the Toyota company, Camry model, 2017, put right down. But you don't have any, you don't know that the knowledge regarding the vehicle, just take the phone, front, back, vehicle number, take the phone. And then if you have any witness name and telephone number. When they happen to the accident, somebody watching a priest, could you give me a chance for the witness? He say, okay, I saw, and then just his name and telephone number. That's it. Too much information, he doesn't like it. And then car accident site memo. Accident site memo meaning almost 90% accident is the front of a signal, and then both parties say, oh, I passed when the blue light. The other parties also, no, I passed just the blue light. You passed the red light. Over 90% is the car accident passed for the signal. That one doesn't matter. If somebody has the witness, that's very good. If not, even not the insurance, no, accident, doesn't matter. Insurance company can make a decision. Even when the insurance is so expensive, especially like you, young, and then short period insurance, the car, driving, in case insurance is expensive, but as possible, you had better the other parties, that's the UA, the other parties insurance, you had to pay even $20 to $30 pay more every month. But the other party doesn't have any insurance. The other party is the hit and the long away, but your company should pay. That the recording is not bad, not bad. That is not your fault. The other party's insurance, you had better, you can pay. That one is the one more time, car accident, date and time. The other parties, driver's name and telephone number. The other parties, driver license number. The other party, car plate. And then the other party, insurance company and policy number. And then the other party's car information, make, model, what year. And then as possible, witness, name and telephone number. And accident site memo. Even you don't have any witness, don't worry. Car accident, especially first time the car accident, so many person trying to the car accident go around. Did you see that? Did you see that? But my car is that don't close. Somebody take the telephone or handbag or something like that. Whenever a car accident, be careful when you be out, lock the door. Just to open the gate, somebody take the material. So important. If you have any spirit, I acknowledge that the accident is caused by my fault. He signed on the paper, it's good. My fault, this accident. When you go to the attorney office, so important evidence. First time, you should limitation of task limitation. Second thing is house check. Third one is the car accident. That's so important in the United States. This kind of information you sure to remember. And then also car accident, if the other party or even you doesn't have any insurance, you don't have any right to the request for your damage. Insurance is so important. And then bounce the check, meaning not postage check. Issuing date put right down, and then bounce, you can request it even 3 times plus penalty $100. Triple damage, you can request it. But postage check is not. And third time, car accident. Car accident, you put right down for the all the information. You sure too. But in this day that don't find it. You have the mobile phone. Mobile phone is take a picture front and back, driver license, insurance, and then any document you put right down take the phone and the other party's telephone number. Just within 5 minutes, that's all. Don't spend it a lot of times on the street. A lot of persons say they're fighting. Hey, you bad. Why you come to the red light or something like that? Why? No, I come to the blue light, something like that. Don't worry. Insurance company can handle. Just don't fight on the street. Within 5 minutes, take a picture. Okay, good luck. That's all. That's so important. Okay, first today is we should do family law. Family law meaning divorce law. In this day, a lot of person is divorced. As possible, no divorce is better, but so many person is divorced. family law is the divorce and child support, and then for the property divided, and then don't come to my place, don't come to me, something like that. This one is the family law. Family law is meaning divorce law. A lot of the state divorce law, divorce is do not know for the agree the other parties. In a lot of country, in Korea, China, Japanese, lot of country they need agree whenever divorce. But the California, they don't need any agree. They don't need it. Just one person is want some divorce. Divorce is the agree for the salary. They don't need it. Even wife is they want some divorce. Husband say, no, I'm Christian, I cannot agree that divorce. Even you want, I cannot. No, you cannot. Even one person is want some divorce. Divorce is finished. Just a period. How long? In California, 6 months, divorce file to the court. After 6 months, you can file for the final judgment. After 2 months is final judgment. Totally around 8 months period you do. 8 months period at least. That's the reason for why you got the long times. I don't want a divorce. Give me the judgment right away. No. At least 6 months, they need a period. Reason for ladies, pregnant or not, got a baby or not, should check it out. After finishing for the divorce, and then he got a baby. Who's the baby? Whose one? Father's? Whose father? That's the problem. And at least any country, in Korea, for the request for the final the divorce settlement, they do right away for the judgment. But within 6 months, the other parties cannot remarry. Any country also. But in California, before they are 6 months, they cannot do any remarriage. Even divorce, you are not citizenship, you are not green card, you don't have any green card, you cannot, you do file for the divorce in California in court, superior court. Doesn't matter green card or not, doesn't matter you're a citizen or not, you do divorce in this country, in this court. In California, the reason for divorce, we have an irrevocable, irreconcilable difference. Irreconcilable difference meaning for the we different for thinking. Irreconcilable irreconcilable difference, just one reason. In Korea, why you wanna file for the divorce? Oh, she doesn't have any money. She's too bad, and then she something like that, and then his mother is too bad. So many reasons, and then the reason is and court is the judgment issue or not. But in California, doesn't matter. At any reason, when you file for the divorce to the court, we have irreconcilable difference. That's all. And when you file for the divorce, that's most important one is the child support. If you have any child support, first one, child support to make a decision. If you make a decision, child support, who's gonna carry that child? In case, automatically, child support. Child custody is who gonna carry the child. After that, child support, the other party should pay the child support. And then the other party doesn't have any child support, they have a visitation, how many times per month, how long they can make the visitation. Custody meaning legal custody and physical custody. Physical custody meaning who gonna carry the child. Legal custody is both parties, husband and wife, the legal custody. Legal custody meaning for the against child for the legal right. You wanna go to the school, should make a decision, both parties, and they go to the hospital. If you wanna go to the marriage, this one is the legal custody. Physical custody meaning child who gonna carry. Child custody doesn't have any child custody, and then he has the child visitation. And child visitation meaning he should pay child support, especially child support is so dangerous make decision, and then to normally the other party is spousal support. Spousal support is if he doesn't have any money, spousal support is a small amount. But if he doesn't have any money, child support he should pay. If doesn't have any money, child support government can pay. America is a good country. The other party doesn't have any money, and then to government is will pay. But after 3 months, government will arrest him. That's so important. That's normally if he filed for the child or the family law for the divorce. If he filed for the divorce, within a month he should answer. If not answer, make a decision. But even make a decision, he can pay that the final judgment after 8 months. Should remember, somebody say, oh no, that if you file for the child support, within a month I can get the judgment. No, that's a fraud. Any judgment after 6 months, but express judgment has, one, who express judgment, who within, they live within 5 years, under 5 years they live, and then they don't have any child each other, they don't have any child, they don't have any debt each other, they don't have any property each other. In case they can file for the divorce, and then a little bit earlier they can get the judgment. Within 5 years, they don't have any children. For example, even they live 2 years, but they have a child. In case, no, you should go to the regular divorce. Even they don't have any, they have a 5 year less they live, but they don't have any children, but they have a house or something like that. They should put right down the property settlement. In case also should go to the regular divorce. Divorce meaning for the not easy. When you go to the spousal, the superior court, of course, that you with the attorney or with the paralegal, you should file for the petition, superior court. When you file for the petition, request party, petitioner, responding party, respondents. We say, when you file for the divorce, petitioner, doesn't matter man or woman, applying person is petitioner. And the other party, responding party, say respondent. When you go to the court, when this file for the document, the other party, you should send it. When you file for the divorce, the copy should send the other party. The other party, within a month, should answer or response, doesn't matter. Answer or response, within a month, should file. If he doesn't make any answer, we say default. Default meaning he give up his right. Within a month, he should file for the answer. If not file for the answer, this case default. Default meaning the other party is give up his right. And the other party say within a month, the answer, this time from starting to trial. If he answer, that's a trial. But the other party's answer or not answer doesn't matter. when you file for when you're receiving the judgment, 7 to 8 months period, meaning for and also any 50 state and any state in the United States married and express divorce, they don't have any. Somebody say, oh, we need express judgment. No, not, you cannot. And say, oh, we're gonna go to Las Vegas. No, Las Vegas is a marriage. Marriage is a simple, but divorce, same thing. Any county and any state cannot express divorce. You should to remember. And then also, if you have a child, if you need a spousal support, you should to remember, you should to request for the, when you file for the divorce, you can request for child support, spousal support, you can request it. And especially you should to remember for the divorce. Divorce meaning you request for the spousal support. If you have any property, you request for the divided property. And then, especially when you file for the divorce, you request for the restraining order. Restraining order meaning don't come my place, don't come my house. Restraining order meaning is do not come to me. Me meaning for the my house, my school, my place. Whenever I going to the any places, that one is don't come. That's the restraining order. When you married, they love each other. That's the good relationship. But they don't have, they will not file for the divorce in case relation is too bad. Best way, do not meet each other, do not. In case that we file for the restraining order. If you file for the restraining order, make a decision, okay, you cannot meet forever or 3 years, something. If not, restraining order, you come to the other party's house. That's the 3 year prison. So strong. Restraining order meaning within 100 yard. 100 yard come to my place. 100 yard meaning 90 meter. 90 meter is the my house, and then the other street. Don't come. Just didn't say anything. Just I wanna see my play, my child. Even didn't do anything. He rests. He rests for when the other party filed for the restraining order, the police has the number, and then just the police calls the police. My name so and so, and then the other party come to my place. I have a restraining order. Just a phone. Police within 3 minutes come to his place and then arrest him. So important, so dangerous. If you have any restraining order, do not meet them. If you have a restraining order meaning, if not, they fight it. A lot of person is after divorce, they fight, shoot gun, they kill something. Do not meet it. If you file for the divorce, you sure to not meet. Just to I gonna say for something like that. No, in case you go to your attorney, I should say something like that. I gonna go to something. Do not meet. That's a restraining order. Restraining order. First one is the within 100 yards. Don't come my place. Second, not even me. Not even me. My parents, my brother and sister, my child, anybody can make decision, can make come to place. And then also, don't telephone, don't letter, don't email. Any way, any other way, don't come to my place. Even not house, my employee, my working place, my car. And when I go to the any places for library or for any restaurant, any liquor bar, and any, when I go to the place, do not come to my place. And then if he wants some document, if you want to document, you should go to the marshal or sheriff office and then to request him, I divorced, but I have some document, should send for my formal formal ex-wife, ex-husband, in case marshal office or sheriff office request for, they don't request for any money, they free. They can do it. And any other places, any other persons, including restraining order. And any country, especially in Korea, he doesn't have any document, green card or citizenship, in case you do get a divorce in the United States. But when you file for the United States, when you receive the judgment, after receiving the judgment, send it to the go to the your place in the office, and then to divorce is due. But in this day, when you're receiving the judgment, you go to the Attorney General. Attorney General go to the, they send to the, in Korea, 면사무소 or 구청 judgment is sent to the, from the Attorney General, sent to that place, and they can do it. Okay, today is the, even the family law is the final one is the change the name. Anyway, that the name change is just a citizen only. If you don't have any citizen, you cannot name change in the United States. A lot of person, especially in Korea, Japanese, China, that the pronunciation is too difficult. They cannot using that's not easy. In case you do that, the name change for the Superior Court. Superior Court, you file for the petition of name change. Almost on 40 days, hearing date is the decision, and 4 weeks newspaper is the advertising, 4 months. After that, petition file, and then after that, the judgment is getting. After receiving the judgment, DMV driver license, and then to federal judge, any office, and then change the passport and social security office, that change the name, the driver's license, social security, not change it, even change the name change, not change the driver license number, social security number, don't change it. Anyway, that the for come to the other party, not a doesn't have any citizenship, they cannot change the name. Also, you should to remember for the dissolution of a domestic relationship. Domestic relationship meaning not married, but they live all together. That one is a domestic relationship. Do not marry and then they have a domestic relationship. In case for some country, for example, that in Korea they don't any right, they don't have any domestic relationship. But in California, domestic relationship is the same right for the marriage. Even they don't have a marriage, they live together 2 years, 3 years. When they part from, they should file for the divorce, the same thing. And then they have a request for child support. Even you don't they don't have any child, they request for the spousal support. They can request it. In case domestic the relationship, meaning if you want after few years they want a domestic relationship and child support, you go to the county office. Go to the county office. You file for the domestic relationship. Doesn't matter citizen or green card. In case dissolution of a domestic relationship, same thing for the divorce case. Same one, divorce case. That one should remember. And then for the family law is one more remember thing is the nullity of marriage. Nullity. When I meeting somebody and then we leave and then check them, he is a petitioner's age of time of marriage under 16. That's the nullity of marriage. And then he has unsound mind. Also, he requests for the not divorce, nullity of marriage. And then the other parties for the request for marriage for force, strong force. That one is also nullity of marriage. And then fraud. The other parties, they make it the fraud. Say fraud, too many story. He doesn't have any money, but I am so much money. In Korea, Namdaemun is mine. In China, the big one, what? The big, China is a big, for the, what do you say? Okay, and anyway, that one is the fraud. And then marriage, existing marriage, prior existing marriage. He has the prior existing marriage, and then one time more than the marriage. That's the fraud. Existing marriage doesn't matter. He filed for the divorce. It's okay, but not the divorce. Existing marriage is for the existing. Prior marriage is existing. In case that one is fraud. And then physical problem. Physical problem is the also nullity of marriage. Physical problem is meaning sexually he cannot do sexually any action. That one is also requested for the nullity of marriage. That one is also nullity of marriage. The same situation, general divorce. General divorce, the same one, but they request for the knowledge of marriage, nullity of marriage. And then same thing, he can for the separate for the property. divorce, when the divorce, he or she divorced, after divorce, he cannot get it, he can get the green card. In case divorce within 2 years, he or she green card is gone. They can do with after 2 years marriage, after 2 years the divorce is okay, but within 2 years they cannot using for the divorce. But that one is the even not 2 years. Man, they cannot, but woman, they can do it. Problem is for the other party. If the other party, divorce, too bad. In case women can do it. Sometimes first marriage that they don't have any, but the second marriage, normally premarital agreement or prenuptial agreement. Premarital agreement meaning for the so and so, they have an agreement. They make that agreement meaning if we divorce after that, something like that, this house is mine, this is yours. They make a decision, they do the agreement. That one is a premarital agreement or prenuptial agreement. If for the you have a lot of property or something, that one is also as possible premarital agreement or prenuptial agreement, could write down. Even premarital agreement, they want some the divorce. No, we don't have any fight anymore. That one is a premarital agreement or prenuptial agreement. You had a better getting those kind of document. I'm strongly recommend they can do it. Okay, that one is today is that's finished. You should remember one by one. We don't have any document today, just to remember it. Okay. Thank you. See you.